Hello, everybody. For this project, I'm going to be talking about sleep, the importance of sleep, and how sleep deprivation can affect athletic performance. This is a topic that I'm very interested in because um, I know that as a player, student athletes do not prioritize sleep as much as they should. And as a coach, I want to be able to know the data and the facts that tell us that sleep deprivation can negatively affect athletic performance. So, what the dictionary tells us is that sleep is a condition of body and mind, such as that which typically recurs for several hours every night, in which the nervous system is relatively inactive, the eyes closed, the postural muscles relaxed, and consciousness particularly suspended. And as you can see from this table that I got from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, it states that the recommended amount of sleep decreases as we get older and enter adulthood. So when we enter adulthood, they recommend that we get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day, and that includes the elderly. Moving on to sleep and athletic performance, a topic that I am very interested in. Uh, Athletic performances are dependent on both quality and quantity of sleep that have been taken before competition. Slow wave sleep is important for athletes because without it, growth hormone cannot be released from the pituitary gland. And what growth hormone does is that it is basically responsible for the protein synthesis. And what the protein synthesis does um, is that it has a major effect on muscle growth, fat burning, and bone building. And obviously, all three of these things are very important for athletes and their ability to recover from strenuous workouts. And if you played sports, in high school or college, obviously the strenuous workouts were a norm. Moving on to sleep deprivation, a study that I found in 2002 found three things that sleep deprivation causes that are negative to the athletic performances of athletes. The first would be sleep deprivation may reduce cardiovascular performance. And the study found that subjects who were deprived of 50 hours of sleep exhibited a 20% reduction in cardiovascular function. So obviously, being sleep deprived has a major cardiovascular performance decrease, which is important for all sports. The second one is that sleep deprivation reduces reaction time. And I mean, if you think about sports, especially sports like baseball and softball, reaction time is the difference between hitting an 85-mile-an-hour fastball and not. Um, and baseball is the sport that I coach, happen to coach. So this is something that I will definitely use as a coach to educate my players about the importance of sleep. The third would be sleep deprivation reduces the ability to process information. And what this really means is that sleep has a dramatic effect on a person's cognitive ability, which cognitive ability meaning learning, memory, and decision making, etc. And you can actually really tell as a coach. I can kind of figure out who the guys are that are sleep deprived because in practice they have a problem with their cognitive ability and their ability to learn. And sleep may have a factor in this. Moving on to tips to improve quality of sleep. I got this from a 2014 article from the Department of Health and Human Services. What they said were five things. The first would be keep your bedroom cool and dark. Second, put away all electronic devices while preparing for bedtime. Third, stick to a regular bedtime and wake time every day, even on weekends. So stay consistent with what you're doing. I think that is important. Stop drinking caffeine in late night afternoons and avoid large late night meals. And the fifth would be skip the late afternoon nap. I think we've all done that and woken up and you feel like it's the next day, but it's actually getting to be night, and then it's very difficult to get quality sleep at night. So some major themes that I went over are that sleep is a vital part of our health. Athletes need to be able to prioritize sleep and know the facts about how it can affect their play. Sleep deprivation can be harmful, and we need to make sleep a top priority. So what I'm going to do personally and professionally would just be to educate my players about sleep and how it can affect their performance, and ultimately hopefully it can improve their performance if they're not getting enough sleep already. Some future research that I think needs to be done would be about how sleep deprivation has an effect on all different kinds of athletes. I would like to know how sleep deprivation can affect a baseball player and then affect a basketball player. So just to get a little bit more in depth would be something that I would like to research. And in conclusion, as a physical education teacher, we need to prioritize sleep, and we need to educate our students and players about the importance of sleep has on their performance and their overall health. So thank you very much.